Come up. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Saints versus Texans live play-by-play and stream chat reaction for tonight. Here's a few rules we go over before we begin this chat broadcast. Please do not ask for any live video footage because we cannot broadcast them due to copyright restraints. The NFL does own the rights, and ESPN does own the rights as well. Please do not ask. If you want to stream late, somebody will post them, and I'll point you in the right direction. Just for reminders as well. So see, I don't want to be nasty about it, but just please understand. Why is that coming up? What the hell? Facebook. So, okay. Also, if you come in the chat room, please be respectful to everyone. I mean everyone. That includes Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. All the networks. So, let's go ahead and have a good night with football. Saints versus Texans tonight. So, we're going to be doing the broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and share it. If you want to watch it, the broadcast on the other side, you can. So how you doing? Okay, let's go back. Let's see what's happening. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, once again, 4th and 1 at the 21-yard line, 6 plays, 73 yards for the Texans. So waiting on indications. So if everybody on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch, if you're in here, how you doing? So we're waiting on the. There's a timeout. 14-19 left to play in the second quarter. I don't know what's going on. Why is that stream not fucking working? Why is Facebook's? I don't understand this. It's ridiculous. Sorry about everything, folks. We're having a little issues with our stream. I don't know what's going on with this problem. Okay, if you are, please let me know if you are experiencing streaming problems on all 4 networks. Let me know because it's very important. We have to keep the stream on. So if anything goes on with the stream tonight, let me know from all 4 networks, please. It's very important because we need to know. I mean, because Facebook looked like it was frozen, but we got it settled. So waiting 4th and 1 at the 21-yard line for the Houston Texans. No score, 14-19 left to play in the second. So far so good. Saints haven't scored yet, and the Texans haven't scored yet. Okay, we're looking at the numbers right now. Breeze, 8 of 10, 66 yards. Deshaun Watson, 3 of 7, 73 yards. Seahawk for the Texans, 3 carries for 20. Alvin Kamara, 2 carries for 8. Willie Fuller, the 4th. 1 catch, 54 yards, and also Thomas, 3 catches, 43. So that's just to update you. We're on late, but we're waiting on it's a challenge, a ruling on the field. States that was looking at it right now. Down by contact, so they're reviewing it. So let's see. Looks like that's one of the ESPN market cam, the marker. So he should be. They saying he's down by contact. That's what I think it is. So they're waiting on the indication now. So once again, That's where we're at. We're in the holding pattern right now, waiting for the So if you're at the game, or if you're watching at home with your friends and whatever, you can tell me it was it down by contact. You can post your comments on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Just this is a chat interaction show and also live play by play. So let's see. The call stands as called, so the call stands as called. So it's 4-1 for the Texans at the 21-yard line. So it looks like he kind of got over the line, but it's very close. So it's 4-1. Texas are going for it. Shotgun formation. Two wideouts to your right, and the running back. So it's a run play. And Watson will get the first down, and he will get the, looks like, touchdown. Touchdown Texans. So he will score. So it's touchdown Texans. Sean Watson, nice little run for 21 yards, 21-yard touchdown. That was on, let's see what plays that was on. 7 plays, 94 yards, 3 minutes and 42 seconds off the TOP, and also 14-19 was the score and play time. So, so once again, Deshaun Watson gets in for a touchdown. So he looks like he was in. So he jumped. I think he jumped over the pylon, and he's over the pylon. Yep, he was in. So that's the pylon cam. Looked like they knocked him. So he went flying. Looked like they showing another graphic or something like that. So that was a touchdown. So Texans up 6-0, waiting for the extra point to pending. So extra point coming. 14-13 left to play. Extra point up and through. It is 7-0. Houston Texans on top of the New Orleans Saints. Saints are going to have to match them point for point in this game tonight, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a shootout. So once again, to recap, 21-yard score by Deshaun Watson was on a run play. He has 1 carry for 21 yards. So it's 7-0 Texans. So if you want to comment about this game, if you're watching this game, if you have a live, once again, if you have a live stream link from any peer-to-peer site, you can post them on all 4 networks. I'll hand them out to everybody and tell people where to go. So kickoff high, and looks like it's going to be returnable. Yes, it's going to be returnable, and I think that's going to be yep. He gets it out to the 21-yard line. Once again, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Drew Brees back at quarterback. First and 10, Saints. 14:07 left in the second quarter. 7-0. Looks like I formation, one running back going in motion, drops back, and it's incomplete to Michael Thomas. Incomplete. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Saints at the once again 21-yard line. So waiting shotgun formation for Breeze. Waiting on the he calls for the football. One running back in motion. Drops back, looks for a pass, and it is complete to Alvin Kamara. So he gets maybe a few yards or something like that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 at the 26-yard line for the Saints. Drops back, Breeze drops back, he's going to throw, and he goes, and it's caught! First down! First down, Saints! That's Little John Humphreys on the reception. So perfect reception by Little Jordan Humphreys. So good catch. So, no, that was Cobbs, so sorry about that. Sorry, Cobbs. So, once again, Cobbs, so I thought it was Humphreys, but it was Cobbs. So, sorry, correction, Cobbs. Good catch by Cobbs for 32-yard pickup. And it brings up first down at the 42-yard line. That's Jared Cook. So Jared Cook is in there. Drops back. Looks for another pass. And it goes up to the onside line. And Thomas makes the catch. So for 15-yard pickup, Thomas, first and 10 at the 27-yard line. That's Cook, so he's making some catches, so making some great, that's Thomas, so he haven't lost a stride yet. So once again, 1st and 10 for the Saints at the 27-yard line. I formation, one running back going to your right in a running play, and that's, let's see who that is. That's Kamara going up the middle. So it should be Kamara up for 5 yards, 5-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line. How's everyone doing? 5. That's good. Okay, once again, shotgun formation. Looks like 3 wide receiver set, 1 running back in the backfield. Hand off to Kamara again, looks like. And he gets closer to the first down. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. So close to the first down for Kamara. So he gets about a 2-yard pickup. And also Taysom Hill coming in. So he's coming in now. This guy is Mr. Do-It-All. So let's see what happens on this 3rd and 3 situation at the 20-yard line. So it looks like they're going to be in the red area in a few minutes. Shotgun formation, 1 running back in the backfield, drops back, looks for a pass, and it's going to be complete to Kamara. 1st and 10 for the Saints. First down. So red zone opportunity for the Saints at the 15-yard line with 10:56 left to play in the second quarter. So good catch by Kamara. So he stood in bounds. First and 10 for the Saints at the 15-yard line. Red zone opportunity to start off the drive in the red area. Hands off to Kamara, and he gets maybe I say about let's say 1. So he gets 1 on the carry. So that's Kamara off the left tackle. So it's 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line. So 10:06 left to play. Texans up 7-0. Let's see what happens here. Kamara goes to your left. Looks like he's going to go wide out. Looks like he's going to throw. Throws out. Looks like he has. Nope. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So it's incomplete to Kurtwood. 3rd and 5. Let's see what happens. We have to convert on 3rd down. That is the biggest obstacle right there. We have to convert. Okay. Let's see. Shotgun formation. Breeze drops back. Looks for a pass. And he's getting flushed. And he will throw it out of bounds. So that was smart what he did. Because the Texans D-line was coming. So that was a good smart play by Drew Brees. So I know the Saints fans. I'm looking at the Saints fans right now. They kind of look like they're in a daze right now. So there will be a field goal situation. Will Lutz is on for a field goal. Field goes up, and it is good. So it's 7-3. Texans with 9:22 left to play in the second quarter. Let's give you the score and play drive in just a few moments. Okay, score and play drive. 11 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Off the TOP, and also 9:27 was the scoring drive. So 7-3 Breeze right now, 12-17, 123 yards, 1 interception. So Kamara, 5 carries, 16 yards. So he's so right now Kamara has to get his game going because look, right now he's only have 5 carries for 16 yards. Also, Thomas has 4 catches for 58 yards, so right now he's making some catches. Also, Jared Cook, he's also making some catches as well. So it's right now it's 7-3, 9:22 left to play, second quarter. So we'll be doing the next play-by-play. That will be this coming Saturday in Yeoman Stadium. We'll have Tulane versus Missouri State. And also we'll have the Saints on Sunday versus the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be the Week 2 matchup. So we'll have that next week. Also, we will have Tulane Tuesdays tomorrow. We'll break down the Tulane Green Wave and Missouri State. And also on Wednesday, we'll have film breakdown with the Saints and Los Angeles Rams. That'll be this coming week. So the let's give you the MLB scores. I'm gonna do that in a second while we wait for the broadcast to come back up. Okay, MLB scores. Top of the first, the Atlanta Braves up 1-0. Also, bottom of the third, it is the Mets up 1-0. Bottom of the third is scoreless between the Yankees and Red Sox. So we're waiting on the game to come back on. So field goal situation on this last drive. So that was so waiting on the kickoff. Kickoff by the Saints. Kickoff look like a high kickoff, and it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Houston Texans. That's where the drive will begin. So they still showing that play where he got in the end zone. So they just tripped him. So first and 10 for the Houston Texans, 25-yard line. I formation, one running back going to your left. Drops back. Watson will hit first. Looks like second and 7, so it's about a 3-yard pickup for let's see, it was Hoskins. So Hoskins makes a catch, and so it's going to be second and about 7 at the 28-yard line. I formation, once again, handoff to your left, and he most likely will not get much. So it's going to bring up third and 6, so it's about a 1-yard pickup for Johnson. So third and about 6 at the 29-yard line. So it goes up to the center. Look, yep, shotgun formation. He goes back, drops back, looks for a pass, and he will complete it to let's see what we called it. Once again, Hawkins making a catch. So so it's going to be first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Good read by I don't know why it's this Facebook stream. It should be on. So first and 10. So first and 10 for drops back. It's pass play. He drops back. Looks like it. He's gonna he's going downfield, and it's gonna be incomplete. So incomplete. So same guy. So they throw into him every single time. Hoskins. So he's a good catch. So it would have been a good catch. That would have been big yards for the Texans. So it looked like he kind of dropped it on the ground. So it looked like the ball came out. So back again. Once again, second and 10 at the 39-yard line. Clock is running. The game clock is running. Well, screen pass, and they get maybe up to the close to the yellow line. So it's going to bring up second and about third and 1. So it breaks up third and 1 on that carry. Third and 1. So it brings up third and 1 at the 48-yard line. Once again, shotgun formation for Watson. One running back going to your left. Looks like a run to your left, and he gets the first down. So first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line for the 48. So correction, 48-yard line for the Houston Texans. Kenny Stills gets the pass, and he gets a 4-yard pickup. So first and 10. This is 6 plays and 27 yards. So once again, shotgun formation. Drops back. Looks like drop back. Nope. Looks like a pass. Yep, it's going to be a pass. And he gets not going to get much. So it's going to bring up second down. So it's going to be second and about. We're waiting for the indication. Second down and about 8. 2-yard pickup for Hyde. Once again, second and about 8 at the 46-yard line. Let's see what happens. I formation, hand off, and they're gonna. He gets the first down and more. That's number 23. That's Hyde for 20-yard pickup. So a 20-yard pickup for Hyde off the left tackle. So first and 10 at the 26-yard line. 5:42 left to play in the second. It is still 7-3 Texans. Like a handoff, he goes up the middle and not much. So it's going to bring up second down. So it's going to be about 2nd and 9. Yeah, 2nd and 9. We're looking at it on the screen. 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line. 1 yard on the carry for Hyde. They're going to have to make some significant adjustments. I know Dennis Allen can do it. Shotgun formation. Drops back. Looks like a pressure. He's going to run. And he got maybe about, got back to that line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring, got only 1 yard on that scramble. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 at the 24-yard line for the Houston Texans. Shotgun formation once again. Drops back. Looks like he's going deep, and he's going to go for a deep one, and incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was hit as he throws as well. So that brings up 4th, and so it's going to probably let's see what happened. Yep, against the Saints. So it's a flag. So that's going to bring up 1st down. P.J. Williams was the guilty party. So that was a guilt. That was something you cannot give up right there. It's a holding penalty. So that gives Houston more momentum. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Red zone opportunity for the Houston Texans. Shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. And it gets maybe, I'd say about close to 4. So let's see what, 4 yards on that run. 4-yard pickup. So it brings up 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line. For the Texans. Texans are in the red zone. They're at 11 plays and 60 yards. I formation, 1 running back going into handoff, and he goes to the left side, and he's going to get not much running room. Good defensive play by let's see what happens. Yep, they're calling it. Let's see what happens. They're calling it on somebody. Let's see what it is. Yep, Texans. So the call will cost them some yards. So it's holding on the Texans. So it's going to be 10 yards. So it brings up 2nd and 16. So good defensive stance by the Saints on that run play. So 2nd and 16 at the 25-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Two wide receivers. Drops back. Looks like a handoff. It's going to be another run, and he won't get much. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. So good defensive stance by the Saints on 3rd and 16. So it's going to be bring up 3rd and about 16 on that last drive. So 3rd and 16. So good 2nd down effort right there. 2:36 left to play in the half. It is 7-3 Texas. 3rd and 16 at the 25-yard line. 12 plays, 50 yards on this drive. So it brings up 3rd and 16. Once again, he is in the shotgun formation. Deshaun Watson drops back, looks for a pass, and it's complete. And they most likely won't get the first down, so probably not enough. So that's going to bring it's going to bring up 4th down, but a flag on the play. Let's see what the indication is. It's probably going to be against Cam Jordan, looks like. Let's see what happens. Yep. So that's going to give the Texas more momentum. So it's going to bring up from 3rd and 16 to 3rd and 11. So it's going to be a 12-yard penalty. So Cam Jordan got the offside. So it's a 5-yard penalty. So it's 5 yards for the Saints. Let's see what happens. This is on 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 at the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops back, looks for a pass, and it's complete. And I think he got the first down, so he got towards that line. So got across the yellow line. So it's 1st and goal for the Texans at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal. Another goal line opportunity for the Houston Texans. So it looks like a reverse. Looks like I think he's looks like his foot was on in bounds. So once again, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line for the Houston Texans. 2 minutes warning. It is still 7-3 Texans on top, but they are threatening on this drive. The drive is 13 plays and 68 yards, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. So Saints going to have to get a huge defensive stop here if they want to go into the halftime down by 4. So right now, Deshaun Watson is I'm gonna tell you, Deshaun Watson right now, his numbers right now, he's 10 of 15 for 122. 10 of 15 for 122. So right now he's having himself a game right now. So Breeze right now, that interception kind of deflated his momentum. So right now Breeze is at 12 for 17. So that's what we're looking at right now. So let's see if the box score will show you the box score while we wait. Okay, Breeze is yep, he has 1 interception. He was sacked twice, so Breeze hasn't been sacked once. So that's great. I'm glad to see that. Deshaun Watson's been sacked twice. So the Texans running game right now, 12 carries for 80 yards. So they're putting up some numbers right now. 12 carries for 80 yards. So they're putting them numbers up in the first half. With Hyde with 5 for 41. Watson 3 for 22. Johnson 4 for 17. So also their wide receiver core. We'll go ahead and scroll that down. Their wide receiver core. The only guys making catch is Hopkins with 4 catches, Johnson with 3. So we're coming back to the action. So once again, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Texans have the ball. Looks like they're going to be threatening. Nope, flag on the play. gets the Texans, so it's going to move it back maybe on 10 yards, so it's going to maybe 5. So it's going to put it back at the 12-yard line, so it's 5-yard uh, false start. Shotgun formation once again. Game clock running. Gotta get the play off, and he will reverse his field, and he gets a few yards up to 7-yard line once again. 7-yard line once again. So he got up back up for about 5 yards. So it was a 5-yard pickup. So ball was spotted at the 7-yard line. Second and goal. Second and goal with the 7. One running back going to your left. In motion, it's going to be a little screen pass, and he gets it to the, let's say, to the 2-yard line. So it's 2-yard, probably a 5-yard, dead a 5-yard pickup. So it brings up third and goal at the 2. .151 left to play in the first half. It is still 7-3, but the Texans are threatening. They bring up third and goal. Third and goal for the Sean Watson drops back, looks for a pass, and looks like he's going to throw, and it's in for a score. Touchdown. Nope. Yep, touchdown. Touchdown Texans. Hobson get the end zone. It is now 13-3. Not good news for the Saints. That was giving up a touchdown. So that's the second touchdown they gave up. Deshaun Watson has 1 touchdown. So it's 13-3, waiting on the extra point. So that was on, let's see what the scoring drive was. We'll show you the scoring drive. Scoring plays. I'm waiting on it right now. See what it was. So we're going to go to the play-by-play, see what it was. Okay, on that touchdown drive, 15 plays, 73 yards, 7 minutes and 26 seconds. So it was on 15 plays and 73 yards. Extra point pending. No, 16 plays. So it's now 16 plays, 75 yards. We're waiting on the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's now 14-3. Texans with 147 left to play in the first half. Once again, I'll recap that scoring drive for you. 16 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes and 35 seconds off the TOP, and also 151 on the scoring play drive. So right now, I'm going to tell you that the Saints defense is not, they've given up 2 touchdowns in this game. So they have to come back in the second half and make some adjustments. Because that's unacceptable right there when you give up 2 touchdowns to the Texans. So let's give you the box score breakdown. I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, Deshaun Watson, 12 of 17, 129, 1 touchdown. Wide receiver core, let's see who caught the ball. It was Hoskins. He has 5 catches, so he's he's getting them out there. His catches is coming up. 5 catches, 35 yards. He was targeted 8 times in this half. So I'll be honest with you, we have to find an answer for Deshaun Watson, and also Dennis Hopkins. So we have to find for Hopkins. We have to find um, a um, a solution for Hoskins and Watson. So right now it's 14-3. We'll give you once again MLB scores. Let's give you the MLB scores. Okay, Milwaukee's up 2-0. Houston is scoreless. Other games will be going on at 8:45. That's 7:45 here in the central 8:45 Central Time Zone. It is Pirates and Giants. So we're waiting on the kickoff. So it looks like nobody coming in and asking for stuff. So kickoff. The ball's up in the air and it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. So the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Why is it? Why is it? Why is it freezing up like this? Flag on the play. It was a legal formation. Saints. The ball will probably be spotted low. It's not going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. They're in a legal formation. So that penalty will be enforced. Yep, 1st down, ball spotted. Yeah, it's ball spotted at the 25. I thought it was illegal. Yeah. Um, so ball once again spotted at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. 147 left in the half. Shotgun formation for Breeze, drops back. He's looking for a pass, and he does complete it to, let's see. So it's 1st and 10. So it's Traquan Smith making a catch. So he's got his first, no, Kurtwood, sorry about that, Kurtwood. I get him mixed up, Kurtwood. 1st and 10, drops back, and he hits, complete. So it's Michael Thomas, so it's incomplete. So it goes 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation, one running back in the backfield. Breeze drops back, looks like a little screen, and he ain't going to get much on that screen. So they did snuff it out, so it brings up 3rd down. So they were trying to run a screen, but no dice there. So it brings up 3rd and 17 at the 30-yard line for the Saints shotgun formation. Breeze drops back, looks for a pass, and he throws it, and it's complete. Looks like nope. They're saying he was caught the ball, so it looks like um, fourth down. So not nearly as much. So it's about 16-yard pickup. So 4th and 1, and they get it for first down Saints. So first down Saints. So it was a sneak. First down Saints. Let's see what happens. So it's going to come back. Play is under review. So right now they're reviewing the play. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. Pass was the rule on the field. Pass completed. So it looks like yeah, I think so. That's the marker cam. Um, they have Thomas did catch the ball. So looks like he did. Yep, he did catch the ball. He was he got onto the towards that marker. So that was a good. If he is short, it's going to probably bring up 4th and about maybe 1.5. We're waiting on the indications. Tell me what you think if you're listening to it. Also, if you're listening to it on the radio or whatever, or if you buy a TV or something like that, if you're in here, you can come in here and tell me what you think. If is it a completion or not? I'm opening to everyone. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Let's see what happens. Um, so let's see what it was. And I think so. It's probably going to be close. Yeah, yeah. So it's 17-yard pickup for Thomas. So once again, 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 4 plays, 22 yards. So that's a good indication. 1st and 10. So it was a completion. So let's see what they're talking about now. The reps are conversing again. I don't know who's challenged. I think he's probably going to challenge it again. I think it's nope. They reversed the call. So looks like they reversed the call. Let's see what happens. So one of them said it was a completion. One of them said it didn't. So that's I have to say it. Look, I think he was close. He was close, but they're gonna say um, not close enough. I know the fans are pissed off. I understand that, but that's what the call is, and that's what we have to live with. So once again, so it's 1st and 10. I know they all mad. I understand that. I mean, I understand that, but we got to move on. Got to move on. Let's roll. Drops back, throws a pass, and he's gonna roll, and he's gonna hit him, and it looks like a nope, incomplete. So 2nd and 10. I don't know why I'm not showing anybody on my thing. Let's see if anybody's in here. So we're on. Yeah, we are on. Okay. First and 10 for the second and 10, 47-yard line. Drops back. Breeze hits and hits him. Let's see who he hit. So it's first and 10. So. So 4 seconds left to play in the half before halftime. Looks like a field goal unit's coming on. I'm gonna see what it is. Let's see who's gonna kick a field goal. It's Will Lutz. Will Lutz is getting ready to kick a field goal. That's probably a long field goal. So it's about a 55-yard attempt. It's up, and it is no good. So it's no good. So he misses a field goal. So it still remains 14-3 at halftime. So halftime, I'm gonna be honest with you, that drive was really lackadaisical and stuff like that. I knew the first down call was existential, but the truth of the matter is, look, you're gonna get that first down regardless. Regardless, you're gonna get that first down. I mean, they did give him the first down. Sure, he made that. He made that reception right there. I mean, he was towards that marker. So I'll be honest with you. Right now, the Saints. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Saints offense right now is kind of sputtery right now. It's kind of absolutely sputtery right now. It's not getting anything going or anything is going right for the Saints team in this first half. So I hope for the second half, I hope the Saints make their adjustments and roll with the flow. I mean, I know the people don't like what the refs called in the first half, but the truth of the matter is, we got to move on, and we can't dwell on those last calls. So I know the fans are pissed off. That's them. But look, they got a lot of cameras right there that's showing. Let's give you the stats in the first half. First downs. The Texans had 11 first downs. Saints 9 passing first downs. Let's see. Texans had 6. Saints had 9. Texans had 4 on runs. Saints are 5 of 7 on third down, so that's perfect right there. 5 for 7 on third downs. The Texans are 4 for 7. Fourth down, they converted 1 for 1, so one out of 1 there. Also, Saints used 29 plays. Texans used 32. Total yards of offense, 204 to 181 in favor of the Houston Texans. Total drives, 4 to 4. Yards per play, 6.4 for the Texans and almost 6.2 for the Saints. Passing yards, 119 for the Texans, 12 of 17 passing, 160 for the Saints. So the Saints right now is 16 for 23 passing. They had 1 interception thrown, that was Breeze. Also, the running game right now is non-existent right now. Only 21 yards on 6 carries. You got to be kidding me. You got to get your offense going in the second half. I give it to Kamara. You got Kamara. You got Murray. So you have to get those run games up. You have to get that running game up. Because if Breeze throws 40 to 50 times a game, guess what? You're going to lose. That's the biggest concern. You're going to lose. I mean, look, The Texans right now, they're playing pretty good football right now. Sure, despite Deshaun Watson getting 2 sacks in the first half. So, okay, penalty yards. Texans have 4. Saints have 3. Turnovers was 1, but it was by interception. Time of possession 14-11 for the Saints and 15-49 for the Houston Texans. So right now, the Houston Texans are controlling the clock right now. They're controlling the tempo and stuff like that. So let's give you the breakdown box score. Okay, box score. Deshaun Watson, 129 yards. Breeze, 160. The running game right now for the Texans, I'll be honest with you, 13 carries, 85 yards. It's no fluke, folks. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They're going to have their power backs and stuff like that. So we got Kamara and we got Murray. Right now, Murray is not showing any light of day. He's not showing any light of day right now. He has 1 carry for 5 yards. So that's something he's going to have to pick up in the second half. Kamara right now, he's got 5 carries for 16 yards. So he's got to get his game up as well. Now, let's show you the wide receiver called Thomas right now is making catches. He has 6 catches for 90 yards. He's been targeted 9 times. Cook right now, only seen 2 catches out of Cook. 2 catches. He's gonna have to make his he's gonna have to get some catches in that second half. Now, Alvin Kamara has 4 catches for 13 yards. Smith has 1 catch for 12. Again, 1 catch for 4. Murray, 2 catches for 4. So that's something right there that the Saints offense have to do. Breeze is going to have to stop throwing those interceptions. Sure, I heard on that that was his first, that was his second interception since 2017 in the red zone. That's something right there he has to stop doing, because they're going to have pressure on Breeze. Breeze have to adapt to that pressure, because anytime you might see J.J. Watts or one of those defensive people for the Texans come in and make a significant blitz on Breeze and come after Breeze. They will come after Breeze. That's something right there. So to consider. He has no sacks tonight, but it's going to be coming. It's going to be coming. But Breeze has to be exceptionally adaptable to those rushes. And the offensive line has to do their job as well. So that's my take on the first half. We will have the play-by-play of the second half. We'll give you red zone efficiency. Right now, the Saints are 0-2 in the red zone. That is not acceptable. 0 for 2 in the red zone. You can't be 0 for 2 in the red zone and expect to win a game. That's not going to happen. You have to be more proactive in the red zone. That's what Sean Payton will insist every time he does these press conferences. So, once again, the score is 14-3 at halftime. Saints down. So hopefully, I will see some significant improvements in the second half. So, tell me what you think. If you're watching the game from the Superdome, or if you're watching the game outside, if you're watching the game by your neighbor's house, your friend's house, or just watching the game at your house, just We're on, live stream is on right now, for Restream. We also have Facebook on. If you want to come in and talk to me on Facebook side, come on down, um, and give me your take of the game and what needs to happen in the second half. So if you I'm opening the floor to everybody. So okay, we'll go over some MLB scores. Let's go ahead and do that, for a second. Let's do that and wait for the second half kickoff. Okay, we'll scroll back. Okay, once again, top of the sixth, the Atlanta Braves up 4-1. Also, the New York Mets up 2-1, middle five. Also, the Yankees up 1-0, bottom of the fifth. Also, it is the Brewers up 2-0. The Astros up 6-0. So they're home in Houston, while they're here in New Orleans. The Houston Texans. Other games will be going on in progress. Just about 8:45. It will be the Pittsburgh Pirates versus San Francisco. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim will take on the Cleveland Indians, and also the Cubs will take on the Padres at 9:10. So once again, we are at halftime. It is still 14-3, Texans. So we once again we're waiting for the game to come back on. Once again, I have to reiterate to everyone, we don't have live video footage due to copyright restraints on all the social media platforms. It states that we cannot air any live video footage. I don't care if it's um, on Facebook. I don't care if it's on YouTube or Periscope or wherever. Wherever you may get your social media platforms, we cannot do it. That's I mean, I wish we could do it. I know it stinks, but I wish we could do it, but we cannot do it. So just please bear with us. Also, if you any live streamers that has any live links, you can post them on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. You're welcome to come in here and post them. I surely appreciate it. I will point the person into the right direction to that stream if they want to go there and watch the game. So, like I said, it's not only me that's saying no video footage. It's on everyone's live stream. Whoever's doing it tonight on YouTube or any of those sites, they're going to tell you the same thing. So, getting ready for the second half kickoff. Texas will kick off. The Saints will receive the ball here in the second half. So let's see what happens on this. Once the Saints get the ball, kickoff is high. and that's going to be returned. So it's going to be returnable. And let's see who returned it. It was so good defensive um, play by the Texans. Ball will be spotted at the 17-yard line. So Harris returned it for 15 yards. So first and 10 at the 17-yard line for the once again I formation. Two running backs in the backfield. Breeze drops back. It's a pass, and it is complete. So let's see who got the completion. That was Ted Ginn. So good completion to him for 11 yards and first and 10 for the Saints at the 28-yard line. So once again, shotgun formation for the. No, they're going back into the. Let's see, I formation. Handoff. That's to. Let's see who that was. That's to Murray, and he gets not much, so he only gets 1 yard. It will be second and 9 at the 29-yard line. So it's to Batavius Murray. Set 2 plays, 12 yards on this drive. Once again, second and 9. Drops back. Breeze will drop back. He throws, and it's complete. He goes down the sideline. He will get out of bounds. That is Alvin Kamara. So it's a 41-yard pickup in a first and 10 at the 30-yard line. So good play by Breeze to Kamara. So it was a good little short pass. So he gets it to Kamara. So it's a big gain for the Saints. 41 yards on that pickup. Once again, first and 10 at the 30. That's a good starter. Screen pass goes looks like a drop. So that's to Taysom Hill. So that will bring up second and about 10 at the 30-yard line. Let's see who's on there. So so I'd say that was a good play. That was a good starter for the Saints to get 41 yards on that pickup. Kamara, I know he will make those. He will be that wide receiver. Handoff up the middle, and he goes down the 10. Touchdown Saints! Touchdown Saints! That's Murray. 30 yards from the line of scrimmage. Touchdown Saints. So it's Saints are within 5. So the extra point pending. So good good read by the Saints. Good read by Murray. So he gets it handoff up the middle. Good blocking, and he goes all the way for the score. So it's a touchdown. Waiting on the extra point. It is 14-9. Waiting on the extra point. Snap up, kick up, and it is good. And Saints up 14-10 with 12:51 left to play in the third. So I'm glad to see the offense coming to play. So I'm happy about that. So 14-10 Saints. That score and play drive was 5 plays, 83 yards, 209 off the TOP and 12:51 off the score and play time. So it was 5 plays. So that was good, significant running by Murray. So I'd like to see what Murray's going to do. So Murray is now has 3 carries for 36 yards. So once again, the Saints up down 14-10 by 4. So um, that's what now the Saints have to play defense and get off the field on third down. So once again, 12:51 left to play. I'm gonna tell you, this young man, this guy Murray, he's gonna make a significant impact for this New Orleans Saints offense. Same thing with Kamara. They could be those um, dangerous dual running backs. So I'd say if you, like I said, if you want, Kamara's got the little wiggle and stuff like that, and Murray's got that power running. So I think it's good. So I'm glad it worked out well. So once again, 14-10. So waiting on the kickoff. So waiting on the kickoff. So we should be getting ready to kick off. Kickoff is high and looks like it's going in the end zone for a touchback. So ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. So we're waiting on the play to resume. First and 10 for the Texans, running up, going to the right, left side, and he gets out of bounds. Looks like a first down. So it's 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, 13-yard pickup for Hyde. 1st and 10 to start off the drive. I formation, looks like that pass play action. It's going to throw, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Good pursuit by the Saints. I'm pretty sure they wanted to get towards the quarterback, but that was a good pursuit. But he kind of threw it. It was incomplete. So Hoskins once again, shotgun formation. 3 wide receiver set. He's gonna run it up the right middle side, and he will get not much, maybe I say maybe 2 yards on that pickup. So it's gonna bring up third down, third and about 5. So third and 8. Excuse me, 3rd and 8. 2-yard pickup. So it was a 2-yard pickup. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Saints at the Texans. Excuse me. 3rd and 8 at the 40-yard line. Once again, shotgun formation. Drops back, looks for a pass. He's going to throw, and he's going to run, and it's complete towards midfield. So it's going to be, it looks like a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Texans. 15-yard pickup for Fuller. So good Good little pass play. So that goes to the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Texans at the 45-yard line. 11:14 left to play in the third quarter. Running play up the middle, and he gets maybe, I say, maybe 1 yard. So it's going to be second and about 10. So when we so no gain there. So not much, no gain. So it's once again second and 10, 45-yard line. Um, I formation. He drops back. Looks like a pass, and he will throw it out of bounds. So good smart decision right there. So it brings up 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line for the um, Houston Texans. So 3rd and 10. Drops back. Deshaun Watson drops back. Looks like he's going to run. He is going to run. And he will get the first down. And more. He's out of bounds. So perfect run by Deshaun Watson. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10. At the 27-yard line. 18-yard pickup for Deshaun Watson on that carry. So he had a pretty good hold right there. So he had a pretty good hold. So the run through. They were missing. Saints were missing tackles, so they have to I formation once again. Hand off up the middle, and he gets maybe up to the 21-yard line. So that brings up 2nd and 4 for the Texans. So 21-yard line. So he's so it's again 6 for Hyde. 2nd and 4. Gain of 4, I formation. 2 wide receivers, sets to your right. Drops back. Looks like he's going to pass, and he is. And it's going to be complete. No, it's intercepted. Intercepted, but a flag on the play. Intercepted, but a flag on the play. Good intercepted by the Saints defense. Let's see what happens. Let's hope this holds. Yep. Gets the Saints. So it's going to cost them 5 yards. So it's offsides against the Saints. So it was Mitchell. So one of the Saints players. So it negated the interception. So it gives the Texans some new light. It's 1st and 10 for the Saints. Texans at the 16. So it's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. So we're Saints. Texans are in the red zone. Looks like he's calling for the football. I formation, drops back, looks for a pass, and he throws it in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Texans. So it's now 20-10. So not good for the Saints. That interception really so we would have had a good interception, but that offside penalty negated that call. So the Texans made them pay on a 16-yard touchdown pass. So Deshaun Watson throwing a dart towards the middle of the end zone. So good. Um, he had no blitz on him, so he got a touchdown. So it was a good reception. So touchdown Texans. Deshaun Hoskins makes a catch for the touchdown. So I'm gonna tell you right now, his numbers is be honest with you right now, his numbers is going. Hoskins has 6 catches for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he had 6 catches tonight. He's up to that number. So he's getting his numbers in. So extra point pending. Will be 21-10. It's up and it is good. 21-10. Texans with 8:20 left to play in the third quarter. 8:20 left to play in the third quarter. The Texans up 21-10. Right now, Deshaun Watson, right now, he's throwing for 160 yards. So his numbers right now is coming up. He is 14 of 21 passing right now. So I look at it this way. Saints are going to have to counter on this. When they get the ball back, they're going to have to counter. So now next Sunday we'll be back on for the Saints and Los Angeles Rams game. We'll be back on next Sunday. We'll also be on Saturday night for the Tulane and Missouri State game. That will be on Facebook. Also, we will have the high school football show that will be this coming Friday night. We'll have our scores and game reports with audio sync-ins from WGSO and also 990. So we'll have audio sync-ins of game reports. So we'll be able to listen to the audio game reports during the broadcast. So that will be this Friday. So we're waiting on the kickoff to come in. No, we can't not play the video. That's bullshit. So we're back to action. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm gonna tell you that sucker is just making those catches. So kickoff will be back in the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line, where the ball will be spotted for 1st and 10 for the Saints. I'm gonna tell you, we have to count them. Look, they've been getting those good drives in, so without a shadow of a doubt. So let's see what happens. I'm going to call the play. First and 10 for the Saints at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Breeze drops back. He's passing. It looks like, oh, he goes. Good little reception for, let's see who got that reception. That was Kamara again. Good reception. So that brings up, once again, 1st and 10 for 11-yard pickup. So Kamara gets that catch. And brings up 1st and 10 for the Saints. Drees was pressured on that situation, but he got the ball off. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Kamara back in motion behind Breeze. One runner back on into motion to your right. Drops back. Throws it to Kamara, and he gets out of bounds. So looks like he's not close to the first down. So it's about 7 yards in that pickup. 2nd and 3 for the Saints at the 43-yard line. With 7:20 left to play in the third quarter, it is 21-10 Texans. 2nd and 3. It hands off to Kamara. Looks like Kamara, and I think he did get it. Let's see, close. Let's see. That was yeah, that was Murray. So Murray got the carry. So I thought it was Kamara. So Murray got the carry. Handoff. First and 10. J.J. Watts looks like this guy's going to come in. So once again, shotgun formation. Hands it off to, it's going to be a running play. And that's Taysom Hill getting the carry. And looks like it's going to bring up 2nd down. So it's once again 2nd and about 8 at the 49-yard line. So for 2-yard pickup for Taysom Hill. Second and 7. Breeze is back in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Drops back. Looks like a pass. And it is complete. Let's see who got that completion. It was Ted Ginn for let's see, it's going to be 1st and 10. So 1st down and 10 for the Saints. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Ginn gets a 10-yard pickup. So once again, empty backfield. Drops back, pass play, and he does get another 1st down. That is, let's see who that was. That was Ginn once more. So good catch by Ginn again. Brings up 1st and 10 at the 30. So waiting on the 1st and 10, 30-yard line. Once again, shotgun formation. 2 running back. Looks like I think it's Kamara in the backfield. Drops back. Pass play, and it's complete to Michael Thomas. Complete to Michael Thomas. So it should, it's 2nd down. So he was short. So 2nd and about 3. So 7-yard pickup on that carry for Thomas. So it's 2nd and 3 for the Saints. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Handoff, and let's see who gets the ball. And that's Kamara. He is going up the middle for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Saints. So Alvin Kamara gets the ball up the middle. Off your right. So he's off the right. So he went off the right tackle. So goes to your right. So let's see what happens. Shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield. Drops back. Throws a pass. And looks like it's going to Kamara to your right again. And it's going to be 2nd and about 10. So 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line. Red zone opportunity for the Saints. So Taysom Hill in at quarterback. So he's looks like a wildcat formation. He goes up to the left side and looks like he didn't get much on that carry. So he got maybe about, I say, maybe so it's third and fourth. So he got 6 on that carry. So 6 on the carry. Third and 4 for the Saints at the 9-yard line. Once again, 21-10 Texans. So Saints are driving in the red zone. Breeze is back in at quarterback. You don't see Taysom Hill, so Taysom Hill most likely, let's see, drops back, pass play going up, and it's going to be a touchdown Saints! Touchdown! Taysom Hill gets the catch. So touchdown Saints. So it's 21-16. Saints are back in the game. So perfect pass play by Breeze to Taysom Hill for the score. So the score is 21-16. Extra point pending. They're waiting on the extra point. It's 21-16. Waiting on the extra point. Extra point is pending. Waiting on the snap. Kick is up. And it is good. Looks like no flag. I see the flag, but it was good. But the flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is about. Yep, gets the Texans. So that's gonna probably move up the Saints a little bit more. It might be so. Nope, it's 21-17. So the extra point field goal. So the infraction will be enforced on the kickoff. So 21-17 Texans. 2:38 left to play in the third quarter. So once again, it's 21-17 Texans. Let's give you the score and play drive. I'm looking at it right now on my screen. Score and play drive. 11 plays, 75 yards. 9-yard pass play to Taysom Hill. 5:41 off the time of possession. And 2:39 off the score and play time. So score and play time was 2:39. So the game is within 4 points. So I'll be honest with you, it's going to probably be come down to the end. So once again, Breeze throwing 24 of 33, 267, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Taysom Hill has 1 catch for 9 yards, so that's perfectly good. So now the Saints is going to have to get a stop so we get the ball back on offense. So everybody, we don't see nobody in here on Facebook or anybody. I understand. I completely understand. I know you don't like us talking like this, but the truth of the matter is, we have to you have to accept it. We cannot. Let's again. I have to tell you again and again and again. We're gonna have to do it. We cannot show live video footage of any NFL games at any time on any social media platform because that is the NFL has the rights to the game, and also ESPN has the rights to the game as well. So that is strictly prohibited. We cannot do it. So we have to please be understanding with this. We're doing it We're doing a chat reaction and also live play-by-play. So if you want to come in and talk about the game, if you're watching the game, wherever you may be, you can come in and watch, talk to me about the game and stuff like that. You can. Also, anyone with live stream links, you can post them inside the Restream chat room. Also for Facebook, you can post them in the Facebook chat room as well. Kickoff high, and they will return it. It's a returnable kick, and they get it out to the 20. Looks like the 19-yard line, stuff like that. First and 10. The ball will be spotted. Waiting on the spot of the football. So the ball will be spotted at the 16. So first and 10 for the Texans. 2:35 left to play in the third quarter. Let's see what the defense can do here on this drive. Pass play. Deshaun Watson throws, and it's incomplete. So incomplete. So once again, second and about 10 at the 16-yard line for the Houston Texans. I formation once again. Running back onto your right. Running play, and that's going to your left side, and most likely it's going to bring up maybe third down, and it is going to bring up third down. So it's going to be third down and about, let's see what the distance is. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. So it's a 2-yard gain for Johnson off the left tackle. Saints defense, Saints fans revving up. I like to see that. I want to see. Yeah, Saints fans, they need to get off the field on third down. So let's see, shotgun formation. He is on 3rd and 8 at the 18-yard line. Drops back, looks for a pass, and he goes deep. He's going to go deep, and it's intercepted! 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 Good defensive play. So it looks like a squabble. So flag on the play. Looks like they trying to separate the let's see what happens. So let's see what happens on the play. Look, I'm looking at the one of the images. They threw one of those guys. They threw. So that should be a yep, that's number 10. That's Hopkins. He threw Marshawn Lattimore on the ground. That was bullshit. That they should call a penalty on that shit. That's bullshit. That's totally 100% bullshit if they don't call it. On Deshaun Hoskins. On DeAndre, excuse me. I keep saying his name. DeAndre Hoskins. Sorry about that. I keep saying the wrong name. DeAndre Hoskins. That was, to me, that was uncalled for what DeAndre Hopkins did. Look, you don't throw the guy on the ground because he had a pick off. Seriously? Come on. Are you kidding? Look, if they don't call that play against DeAndre Hopkins, I I'm going to tell you, they're screwing us. They're literally fucking screwing us. So, that was to Fuller. So, I think that's going to probably, yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like I'm looking at the screen. Pass intended was intercepted. Was for no gain. So DeAndre Hopkins is going to be flagged for 15 yards. So 15 yards, and so I think that's good. So you're getting it before the TV feed comes back up. So the call against DeAndre Hopkins was an unnecessary roughness. So it's going to be 15 yards. Saints will have the ball at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. So tell me what you think, folks. Was that uncalled for what DeAndre Hopkins did to Marshawn Lattimore on that last drive? If you're watching the game, you can tell me, let me know. Via Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Was that unnecessary roughness? I think it was. So I'm glad they did call it on DeAndre Hopkins. So look, Marshawn Williams. So yeah, Williams. Yeah, Williams picked the ball off. So Williams picked Marshawn Williams, Marcus Williams. So sorry about that. I get it corrected. Marcus Williams. So once again, 1st and 10, I formation. Drops back, Breeze drops back, throws, and it's complete. So let's see who it was. It was Marcus Williams. Look, he should that was unnecessary thing what they did to him. He threw him on the ground. They showed it again. They threw Marcus Williams on the ground. That was wrestling. But that was uncalled for what he did to Marcus Williams. Once again, 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line. I formation, one running back on to your right. Quick pitch to let's see, Kamara. He is gonna go all the way down to the goal. Looks like a fumble. No. Oh, that ball was down. So 1st and 10 Saints. 1st and 10. Good run by So good run. So that ball is going to be spotted inside the goal line. So Kamara had a good run. So he ran. It was a good run, and they was trying to get that ball. So 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Once again, red zone opportunity for the Saints. So waiting once again, Taysom Hill's in it wide receiver. Let's see who's back there. So Breeze is still on the field. So that was I'm looking at it right now. They're showing it on the screen. That was a quick pitch out. It was a good low run by Kamara. So that ball didn't squirt out. That ball was down. So let's see what happens. This is on 1st and 10 at the 12. 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Let's see if the Saints can get another score before the end of the 3rd quarter. Once again, shotgun formation. One running back, one blocking back. He will give it the screen to Zach Lyons. So he, I think that's no, that's number 88. So second and 10. So it brings down second down. So end of the third quarter. So it is 21-17 Texans. So when we come back, the Saints will have the ball second and 12 at the 14-yard line. So that was the end of the third quarter. I didn't see who was the guy that caught the ball for the Saints. So once again, it's still like I said, Kamara right now has got his numbers is coming up. 7 carries for 50 yards. So so that's good. I'm glad to see that production out of Alvin Kamara in the second half. Also, so we're waiting on the game to come back on. Fourth quarter will begin. The ball will be spotted at the 14-yard line. So I think it was 2-yard, maybe a 2-yard loss there. It looks like second and 12, so a 2-yard loss. So second and 12 at the 14-yard line. Next week we will do the same game, same time. We will do the same on the same broadcast. We'll do the Saints versus Rams game next Sunday. So that will be so we're waiting on the play to come back in. How you doing? That's 2 people. How you doing? Whoever come in on Facebook, how you doing? What's going on? I don't see him come up on the screen on the other one, on the restream side. Let's see if we're at anybody on the restream chat room now. So I see 2 on the Facebook screen. So how you doing? The 2 audience members. So once again, second and 12 at the 14-yard line for the Saints. Goal line situation once again. 1 running back going to your right. Shotgun formation. 1 running back in the backfield. Breeze drops back. Looks like he's rolling out. And he's going to throw it. And it is a touchdown! Touchdown Saints! So, let me see who that was. That was Traquan Smith, 14-yard pickup for the touchdown. So he has 2 catches for 26 yards. Touchdown Saints. So it is 23-21. So the Saints are within 2 points. Extra point pending. 14:55 off the TOP. So that was TOP and scoring play time. Extra point pending. Kick is up and it is perfect. So it's now 24-21 Saints with 14:55 left to play in the game. Let's give you the score and play drive. I'm going to pull this up 1 second. On that Traquan Smith 14-yard reception, 4 plays, 49 yards, 1 minute and 53 seconds off the TOP, and also 14:55 was the score and play time. So that was from Breeze. So that's on the scoring summaries. Breeze right now, 27 of 36, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Also, Watson has 2 touchdowns as well. Traquan Smith has 2 catches for 26. Kamara. So I'm very happy about this. I knew the Saints can do it in the second half. I talked about those adjustments at halftime. So um, we're waiting for kickoff. If you're watching this, come on in from the. Let's see what happens. High kickoff going towards the end zone, and it will land in the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. That's where the Texans drive will begin. Immediately following tonight's game, we will have the post-game show. We'll have the video sync-in of the Saints Sean Payton press conference, so we'll have that. And you can come in and talk about the game if you want. If you was at the game stuff. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Texans. Counter play. It's like, nope, going nowhere. Good defensive stop by the Saints. So that brings up 2nd down. Marshawn Lattimore on the coverage. So it will be 2nd down in just a few moments. So it's 2nd down at about 14, 2nd and 14 at the 21-yard line. So it's a good, so they try to go with a running play, and they kind of snuffed it out. Good defensive effort by the Saints secondary. 2nd and 14, shotgun formation. Empty backfield, drops back. He looks like he's going to scram. He's going to throw, and it's complete. And looks like a flag. That's going to be a flag. So waiting on the indication on the flag. Yep, holding. That's against. That will be against the Demario Davis. So that was holding on Demario Davis. So look, we gotta he's gotta learn not to do it. He was the guilty party. So I'm watching it on the screen. He was the guilty party. So it brings up 1st and 10 for the Texans at the 38-yard line. So it's a it was declined. Hand off up the right, going to the right. He's going to the right, and it's going to be a 1st down. That is going to be Hyde again. So it's a good run by Hyde. And once again, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for the Houston Texans. Houston Texans down 24-21. Once again, I formation, 1 running back in the backfield, 2 wide receivers set. I'm looking at it right now. Looks like a blitz. Hold on. Handoff. And nope, it's a pass. It's a play action. Nope, he gets sacked! Sack time! Sack time! So good defensive effort by the Saints on that last drive. So it's 2nd and 16. So that was good pressure right there. I'm glad to see that pressure coming in by the Saints defense. So it's 2nd and 16 at the 50-yard line. Once again, shotgun formation. Clock is running on the game clock. They got to get it off. Well, screen pass, and they don't get nothing on that carry. So good defensive play by the Saints. So 3rd and about, let's see what it is. Well, I'm waiting for the indication on the screen. I know it's 3rd down, but we're waiting for the so it's going to be 3rd and 17 at the 49-yard line for the Houston Texans. Once again, 12:15 left 11:45 left to play in this game. Deshaun Watson once again shotgun formation. One running back drops back. Looks like a running play, and he will get. Looks like he's going to go down again, and he does. But a flag on the play. Let's see if that sack holds. Yep. So it's going to be declined. So it's going to bring up once again 3 and out for the third and about 17. So punt formation coming up. Saints will get the ball back with good momentum and field position. Hopefully we can return one for a touchdown. So he got sacked 2 times on this on those last couple of drives. So punt. It looks like a high hanging punt, and yep, flag once again. But a fair catch by Harris. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. The refs yep, gets the Saints, so that's gonna probably make them probably punt again. I think that's gonna happen. So they'll have to re-kick it again. So that brings up 4th and about 20. No, it's against the Texans. So sorry about that. Once again against the Texans. We'll bring up 4th and 28. So good. I thought it was so 4th and 28. The Texans have to kick it again. So we're waiting on the so they saying Texans. So we're waiting on the punt. So Texans get the ball, have to kick it again. Waiting on the snap. Kick is high. Kick is a high kick, and that ball is going to be look like a down. It's going to be down at the So the Texans did down it. Ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line, where the Saints will have 1st and 10. So with 10:47 left to play in the game, it is still 24-21. So I like what they did on the last 2 drives, the Saints defense, getting 2 sacks on Deshaun Watson. So I think that's a start right there of things to come for the Saints defense. So you can tell me what you think about those 2 sacks. You can say you can state your opinion on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Chat rooms. Once again, please be respectful to everybody participating in these chat rooms and live play-by-plays. So we won't have any issues or no problem. So just please be respectful to everyone. You can say that team sucks and stuff like that. But please do not personally attack anyone that comes in here and participates. So Breeze is back on the field, so waiting patiently. Yep, and he's showing his wife and his kids. They got some. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Let's get back to action. First and 10 for the Saints. Shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield. Three wide receivers set. Breeze drops back. He will throw, and it's going to be caught. And it's a first. Nope, incomplete. So fell. So that was Kamara going down the field. So it's going to be a flag on the play. That's going to go against the Saints. So it's going to probably that's against Ryan Remchak. So that's going to negate the that could have been a big play, but it was negated by a holding. So 10-yard penalty for the Saints. That will be first and 20 at the 18-yard line. Breeze drops back. Looks like a run. No, it's a running play, and it goes to Kamara again, and he gets a first down. First down and more for Alvin Kamara. "28-yard pickup on that carry." So good little handoff right there. So Kamara gets a good hold right up the right side, and he gets the first down. First and 10 for the Saints at the 46-yard line. Once again, I formation. Handoff to Kamara, and he doesn't get. That is not much, so it's probably going to be second and 11. So Murray. So Murray gives it to Murray. Once again, 1-yard loss for Murray. So Kamara had a good run, but Murray got the loss. So once again, second 11 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Breeze drops back. Looks for a pass, and he's going to go down. Sack. He's going to go down. So that was unfortunate right there. He will go down. So that's going to bring up third down. Third and 19 for the Saints. 8-yard loss for Breeze. So they had some good pressure coming in on that pass rush. Sure, they had a gapper right there in the middle, but the Texans came in and just closed it off. So that is going to be third and 19 at the 37. Looks like a handoff, and it is, and it goes to let's see. It looks like let's see. That was so 3 and out for the Saints. So it's going to be a punt situation for the Saints. So Kamara gets only 6 yards. So So not enough for the first down. Punt formation. Thomas Morstead's back to punt. Let's see what happens. He gets it off. Good punt. Looks like that ball will be, yep, out of bounds. That ball will be kicked out of bounds, and that will start the drive for the Texans. So good punt by Thomas Morstead. So that ball will go one, yep, about the 3-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 3, no 4. So 1st and 10 at the 4. So for the Texans, 53-yard punt for Thomas Morstead. So once again, 7:44 left to play in the game. It is still 24-21. Saints on that last sack. I'm gonna tell you, that was a good pressure by the Texans. Look, I'm gonna tell you, the offensive line has to do a lot better in blocking that rush. That's one thing they have to do. It's stop it's block it out. Try to put some kind of blocking scheme in or something like that for the because I'm gonna tell you, if they don't do it, Breeze is gonna get sacked time and time and time again. So it's the offensive line's responsibility to keep Drew Brees clean. So I mean, I know people don't like that, but the truth of the matter is, it's the truth. I'm not here to tell you this just to tell you this, just to be a thorn, a buzzkill in the Saints rhythm. But no, look, you have to be more proactive in protecting Breeze because look, one hit, he's going to go down. And you can bank on it. So, once again, the ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line. 1st and 10 when we come back. It is still 24-21 Saints. Next game coming up after the Saints game will be the Oakland Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. That will be the next game on a Monday night doubleheader. Let's go ahead and get back to action. 1st and 10 at the 4. Handoff, and it's going up to the left side, and he will get maybe so it brings up 2nd down, and it's 2nd and 7 at the 7. So it's a 3-yard pickup. So that went from the 4 to the 7. Shotgun formation once again. Watson drops back, throws, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Good defensive stop by the Saints secondary. So it brings up 3rd and 7 at the 7-yard line for the Texans. So the Saints have to get off the field on 3rd down on this 3rd and about 3rd and about 6. So it's 3rd and a short 6. So shotgun formation once again. The Watson drops back, throws, and it's flag. Against the Texans, so that's going to move them back 10 yards. So they will have to so they're going to be in a very big 3rd and long situation. So it's going to be 3rd and about 10 at the um, 4-yard line. They're back at the 4-yard line again. So 3rd and 10 at the 4-yard line. Once again, shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield. Drops back. Looks, and he's going to throw, and he's going to have a completion. Yes, he will. So that's the DeAndre Hopkins making a catch. So that's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Houston Texans. So good. He just threw a dart right downfield. So it's a good catch by DeAndre Hopkins. So once again, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Handoff to the going to your right, and he will get the 1st down. And more. Looks like they're going to get more. So he got more. So that's the once again that's who that was. I think that was yep. Johnson. Johnson gets the carry. So Johnson gets the carry. So it was a good run on the right side. So that was just missed tackles by the Saints right there. That was just a missed tackle. So unfortunately, missed tackle. So that goes for 32 yards on that carry. So marker Cam says looks like he is. So one Saints player hurt. He is off on his own power. That was Williams, the secondary. So once again, it is 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for the Texans. Shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield. It is 3 wide receivers set. Drops back and looks like he's going to run. And he is going to run. He's not going to get much. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and about 11 at the 44-yard line. 1-yard loss for the he is sacked. So sack time for Deshaun Watson. He was running that ball. So good defensive stop by the Saints. That was on 2nd and 11. So the ball will be spotted at the 44. 5 plays, 52 yards, handoff up the middle, and he will not get much. So he gets stuffed in the middle. That was Johnson once more. So good defensive defensive stance. 4:44 left to play in the game. It is still 24-21 Saints. So the ball is spotted at the 44-yard line. 3rd and 11. Watching the screen. Okay, drops back. Deshaun Watson looks. He is going to be sacked again. Sack time. Good defensive sack. So it's going to be 4th down. So it brings up 4th down. So that's one of them was holding the so sack time. Let's see who got the credit for the sack. Trey Henderson got the sack. So good defensive play by Henderson. 3 and out for the Texans. Punt coming up. Let's see what happens. Kick is high, and it is going to be, looks like Harris once again, but a flag on the play. Flag on the play once again. Let's see what happened. Harris caught the ball, but flag on the play. Let's see what happens. Yep. So that is going to be first down, and let's see what that was. So the ball's going to be spotted. Once the ball was spotted at the 7 yard line, so it was a valid fair catch single. So he made in the valid fair catch single call. So he has to make a legal fair catch single call for it to be um, noticed. So that was on Harris's um, that was on Harris. So he has to do that, because if you do make a invalid um, fair catch single, you're going to be penalized 5 yards for it. So that's part of the rules. I mean, I know people don't like that, but the truth of the matter is, look, that's bringing a piss poor field position. I'm gonna tell you that. If you had that ball at the 7 yard line, that is bringing up absolute piss poor field position. So you got to be more proactive on that, and try to get that ball returned to get decent field position for this team, because that could put the Saints team in a hole. I know people don't like to hear this. I know they don't. They leave every time I say something. But the truth of the matter is, look, that's the truth. I cannot stress it enough to people. Okay, doubleheader tonight. The Raiders will take on the Broncos, and then Thursday night football, the Panthers will take on the um, Buccaneers. So that's going to be on Thursday night football. Next week, the Saints will take on the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, we'll be back here doing the play-by-play and also chat reaction next week. So we'll do it again next week. Demario Davis, they're showing Demario Davis. So let's get back to action in this game. We still got about 3:29 left to play in this in the game. Breeze is back on the field. Okay, once again, first and 10 at the 7 yard line. Saints I formation. Hand off to Kamara, and he goes to the left side. He will not get much. So he most likely it's going to be second down. So that most likely will be only 2 yards. So it's 2 yards on that pickup, 2 yards at the 9 yard line. So once again, second and 8 for the Saints at the 9 yard line. Um, 2:55 left to play in the game. Breeze drops back. Looks like a pass, and it is to, let's see, that was to, so it's going to bring up third down. I think that was, yeah, Thomas. Thomas makes the reception, so it brings up third and 2 at the 15, so it's a low third and short 2, so 6 yards on the catch for Thomas. Okay, third and 2 at the 15 yard line. Breeze looks like shotgun. You got to get that time clock. Got to get it off, Breeze. Drops back, throws, and it's going to be caught on first down. That is Michael Thomas on the reception. 1st and 10. No, that's Ted Ginn. Sorry about that. I get overexcited. 1st and 10. So that was a good pass catch reception to Ginn. So good catch by Ginn. So once again, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2-minute warning. 1:57 left to play remaining in the game. It is still 24-21. Saints on top, 157. 3 plays, 49 yards. This is the current drive. So good catch by Ted Ginn. So Ted Ginn is we'll see where he's at on catches. We'll see where I'll pull his numbers up on the box score side. Okay, Ginn is catching. Let's see, 9 catches, 5 catches, 77 yards. 5 catches for 77 yards. Thomas having a perfect night tonight. 9 catches for 112. Kamara 7 catches for 72. So your leaders right now is Thomas, Ginn, and Kamara on the receiving end. So I want to see what this offense could do the next couple of next minute and 57 seconds. Right now we're in the 2-minute warning. That's probably uh, so waiting on the once again handoff. Let's see what that is. That is Kamara for the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Saints at the 33-yard line. 11-yard pickup for Alvin Kamara. So waiting on 151 left to play in the game. It is still 24-21. See if anybody's in there. No. We're waiting on it. So I formation. Murray's in the backfield. It's a handoff, and it's going to go to Murray, and he gets maybe a let's see, 4 yards on a pickup. So it is going to be 2nd and 6. Batavius Murray gets the carry. Once again, Murray's back in at running back. So One running back on pitch out to Kamara, and he goes to the left side, and he gets knocked out of bounds, but doesn't get much on that. So it brings that up third down. So it's going to probably be, let's say, minus 5 yards. So 5 yard loss for Kamara. But he is getting 12 carries for 92 yards tonight. So it's 3rd and 11 at the 34-yard line. 1:41 left to play in the game. Breeze is back in the quarterback I formation, running back in the backfield. They give to Kamara, and he gets maybe, I'd say, down 3rd and 11. So it's going to probably, it's going to be 4th down. So he didn't get enough for the 1st down. 4th down. So it's 4th down and about, let's say, 6. So 4th and 6. So I think they should go for it. Try to kneel on it or something like that. They did win this game. Let's see what happens. So it looks like they're gonna look like it's going to the sideline. Okay, once again, 4th and 6 at the 29-yard line. So on this drive, 7 plays, 64 yards. Field goal situation coming up. That's with 55 seconds left to play. It is a 47-yard field goal by Will Lutz. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Saints extend their lead to 27-21 with 50 seconds left to play in the game. So good call by Sean Payton to get the points. So right now Breeze is 29 of 38. So he's throwing for over 300 yards, 335 yards to be exact. He has 2 touchdowns. He has 1 interception. He's been sacked once. Deshaun Watson's been sacked 6 times tonight. So, but the only comparison, he has 40 rushing yards. Deshaun Watson. So we're waiting for the kickoff. So that was on, once again, 7 plays and 64 yards on that scoring drive. So that was 2 minutes and 34 off the TOP, and also 55 seconds. Kickoff is in the end zone for a touchback. Once again, so 50 seconds left to play. The Saints defense can come in and make some stops. I think they will have this game. They will have their first victory of the season. They will be 1-0. First and 10 for the Texans at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. 1 running back in the backfield. Drops back. Sean Watson looks for a pass, and he does throw it, and it's complete. So it's complete with 43 seconds left to play. First and 10. So DeAndre Hopkins gets that catch. So once again, first and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Texans. Once again, shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield. Drops back again. He's looking for a pass, and he is going to pass it, and it's caught. Touchdown. Touchdown Texans with 37 seconds left. So that took him a quick drive right there. 37 seconds. It was a touchdown. So it's now 27 apiece. So this is going back and forth, folks. Back and forth. Back and forth. That was a good reception right there. So Saints did it to themselves. Not getting off the field on third down. So that is the biggest. Extra point pending. Should be 28-27 in just a second. And it's up, and it is no good. So, no good. So, but it's a flag. Flag on the play. Yep, against the Saints. So that's going to cost them some yards. So, I think they're going to probably... I know the Saints fans' reaction right now. They're not happy about it. He had a good snap, but the ball was no good. But it was a roughing the kicker penalty. So roughing the kicker. So it went on, sputtered on the other side. They're waiting for the extra point. So 37 seconds left to play. Once more, extra point pending for the Texans. It's up, and it is good. So it is 28-27 Texans with 37 seconds left to play in the game. Drew Brees, I don't know if it's going to be a miracle or not. But if they don't get a miracle, they will get their first loss of the season. For the New Orleans Saints. So that ball, he they ran into the kicker. That was uncalled for. So I know it hurts, but look, when you have a roughing the kicker penalty, when you do it to yourself, can't explain it to you clearly, crystal clear. So hopefully Breeze can come get us back into this game. So and try to win this game in the end. So kickoff will go in the end zone for a touchback. Ball was spotted at the 25-yard line. Saints have 37 seconds to work with. Hopefully they can kind of get some passes downfield, stop the clock, and try for a field goal to get to win the game. But it's hopefully that will happen. But that's what you do when you get roughing the kicker penalty. You can't do that. So that's unfortunate. So first and 10, Breeze drops back, looks for a pass, and it's going to be complete again. So again gets the reception. So he has to stop the clock with 28 seconds. Has to stop the clock. They have to get on the ball, Saints. Get on the ball. So yep, they stopped the clock with with 20 seconds left to play in the ball game. It is 28-27 Texans. They want to get a field goal. I said it. They have to stop the clock and try to get a field goal in this drive. Once again, first and 10 at the 40-yard line. Breeze drops second and 10. Drops back, throws, and it's complete. So let's see who got it. It's 9 seconds left, 8 seconds, 7. They got to stop the clock. Stop the clock. So they got it. So about 6 seconds. One play left in this game. One play left. We're waiting on the we're waiting we got to get Lutz in that range that he can make that field goal. So we got about once again 6 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Saints down by 1, 28-27. Drops back, looks for a pass, and it's going to be complete. That's who made that catch, but it looks like 2 seconds left, so not much time for the Saints. They need to get Will Lutz on, try to get a field goal to get the win. This is now or never for the Saints right here. So it was a completion. So field goal attempt coming up. It's on 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1, Will Lutz is coming up. Let's see what happens with where it's going to be spotted at. It's going to be another 55-yard field goal. So another 55-yard field goal. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's good! It's good! It's good! The Saints win! Saints win! On a last second field goal! 30-28! Woo! Great game! Will Lutz comes through with a 58-yard field goal to get the win, 30-28. It was a good snap, kick, place. It was good. 58 yards away. Wow. What a game tonight, baby. You want to come in here and talk about the game, come on down. So Saints win 30-28. It's your final. We will have the post-game show immediately following with the video sync-in of the Saints press conference. So we'll be here. If you want to talk about the game, what a great night for the Saints. Saints win 30-28 on the last second 58-yard field goal by Will Lutz. That scoring drive was 6 plays and 35 yards. 6 plays and 35 yards with 6 seconds. So they end the game with a 58-yard field goal. So great win for this Saints team. Saints are now 1-0. So you want to come in and talk about this game? Come on down. If you was at the Dome tonight, you can come in and give you your take on it. Everybody. We're open it to everybody. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. So we will go to the post-game show in just a few moments. So I'm going to sync up the Saints video feed for the post-game show. You will hear from Sean Payton, and you'll have my thoughts on tonight's game, and I'll open it up to comments about tonight's game. So feel free to come on in. So if you got that Cardinal was on. So um, great way to start off the 2019 NFL season. Saints winning 30-28 on the last second 58-yard field goal by Will Lutz. Great win. So I think it's absolutely. I'll be honest with you. Sure, they had this game almost lost, but the Saints find the will and the way to win these games. So bottom line. So well, we'll have the post game show in just a few moments. I will sync in the post game show, and we will also talk about tonight's game. If you want to talk about tonight's game, feel free to do so. So we're waiting on you to come in. We'll go over we'll go over a few stats and stuff like that. We'll wait for the post game show to come up. So we should have it up in a few minutes. I'm waiting for the live feed to come up for YouTube. So we'll have the live feed in just a few moments. So if you want to come in and talk to me, I appreciate it, Rudy. Yeah, I know how it feels. I know how it feels. Look. I watched this game. I called this game. I mean, you heard my voice. Saints win. I appreciate it, everybody. I mean, we will have the post game show. I knew the Saints almost lost this game. They almost lost it. But look, like I said, we had to get it stop the clock, run a few plays, and then kick the field goal. And I was right. So once again, Saints win 30-28. This is the post game show. We will once again we will have the Saints press conference from Sean Payton in just a few moments. We're waiting for them to come up. So from the New Orleans Saints Radio, New Orleans Saints Network. So we're waiting. So just please hang out. We'll be here. So I'm going to go over a few stats in just a few minutes. Let me get this switched over. Okay, let's go over some stats while we wait for the press conference to begin. On first down, Saints had 25 first downs. The Texans had 22. On passing first downs, the Saints had 19. Also, first downs on runs was 6 for the Saints. Third down conversions, 7 for 11. I think that's very excellent. I like to see that production on third down. Now, on the defensive side, that's an entirely different story. We have to limit those third down conversions on the opposing side. Also, fourth down, the Texans had 1 for 1. Saints ran 65 plays. The Texans ran 59. Saints put up over 500 yards, 510 to be exact. The Texans had 414. Total drives was Saints had 10. The Texans had 9. Passing plays, Saints had 362 yards on 32 of 43 passing. Rushing, I'm very happy about that. I was just not happy about what happened in the first half with the running game. At least the running game picked it up tonight. 21 carries, 148 yards, an average of 7.0. So both teams kind of went a narrow right there, narrow 7. So also red zone, Saints was 2 for 4. Penalties, the Saints had 7 penalties for 48 yards. The Texans, 8 penalties for 69 yards. Turnover, that's another thing we have to correct going into the Los Angeles Rams game next this coming Sunday. Having 1 interception, it's -1, so you have to get, when you get -1 on offense, you have to get 1 back, so you have to be an equal 1.5, so that's something you have to do. So also, time of possession. Time of possession, I'm very pleased about the time of possession. 30 minutes and 13 seconds for the Saints and 29 minutes and 47 seconds for the Houston Texans. So, great effort by the Saints with will and guts like that. So, let's give you the box score stats. I'm going to do that in a second. Switching over, Breeze had 32 of 43 passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. But the biggest stat of all was on the defense with Deshaun Watson getting sacked 6 times. I like what I saw tonight. I like what I saw. If you, like I said, if you're in the Superdome or coming out of the Superdome, you can chat with me via Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm going to be here for a while. So, also running the football. Kamara had 13 carries for 97, so that was good. I like to see that production. Murray, same thing, 6 carries, 43 yards. Now on the wide receiver side, Thomas had 10 catches, so he's back to his regular self. 10 catches, 123 yards. Ted Ginn had a productive night as well. 7 catches, 101 yards. He was targeted 7 times. Kamara, 7 catches for 72. Also, Jared Cook had 2 catches for 37. Traquan Smith had 2 catches for 37. Smith, 2 catches for 26. Hill, 1 catch for 9. Murray, 2 for 4. Also, Hill, 1 for -2. So that's your breakdown right there. Now your defensive side. Saints had 6 sacks. The main guy had the sacks tonight was Brown and also Turtle. So Turtle had 0.5 sacks. Also, and also Alec Anzalone had a sack. Cam Jordan, he had a sack. P.J. Williams had a sack. Also, Trey Henderson had 2. So that was on one of those last plays. That was in the 3rd quarter. He was sacking them 2 times. So I think that was perfect for this Saints defense. Sure, they gave up over 400 yards of total offense. But that could be cleaned up. That can be cleaned up as well. So that's my take on interceptions. Williams had 1. Punt returns, let's see. Not much on punt returns tonight. Harris had 2 for 36. Longwoods with 21. Harris on that was on punt kick. Also punt return was 1 for 15 yards, and that was 3 for 20. So let's go ahead and see if the Saints post-game show's online. We'll go ahead and set that up in just a second. Let me see if I can. Okay, Saints post-game show is now on. So the video sync-in will be in place right now. If you want to, Sean Payton will be at the podium.
28 seconds with 2 times, just the multitude of scenarios. But, Drew's got a real good clock in his head. He understands where we're at time-wise. We really valued the timeout. You could tell the one excuse me, the one play where we ticked a few ticks off the clock, maybe too many, and grounded it, but we wanted to keep that timeout. The minute you use the timeout, then what you get defensively changes. They protect the sidelines, and you get really handcuffed. So, we got to work getting the ball back to the official cleanly, quickly getting set. There's so many things that go into it, but quite a bit.
Sean, Deshaun Watson as advertised, or
He's a good player. I mean, he made some really big plays tonight. I thought he played exceptionally well, and so we knew that going in. He's someone that can beat you, obviously down the field. He's got a really good arm and a tremendous amount of confidence from his own teammates. So it was a good win against a good player.
so you guys, you have to Iowa get more blitzes for just to
I don't know that. I mean, we tried to keep him in the pocket as best we can, but he made some big plays from the pocket even, and beat us in some of the pressure looks. The touchdown pass at the end of the game was against a pressure look. Who? Well, he was going to be in a rotation. We knew that. It was something that for us we felt confident in. He played well, especially the last two games. So I thought it was important that we, got a lot of those guys playing, especially the first game. There's a lot relative to their stamina and the amount of snaps they've been playing. We'll see on the film how he played. Well, look, I said this prior to the game. This is going to be a game with, that's going to have mistakes, but let's make sure we're playing hard, and let's make sure that this momentum that especially in this league that you see go back and forth. Let's try to ride it when we have it, and then quickly recapture it. And I was proud of how they did that tonight.
Sean, the lead that injuries that took this offseason, noticeable in tonight's game, you have just gone through.
Yeah, I'm proud of the camp he's had and the way he's been playing. He really worked hard and got his weight to where it should be. And from my standpoint, it appeared that he played pretty well, played hard.
Coach, 6 carries at the end of the first half. Was that more what they were doing defensively, or was that more by design?
No, it was a little bit more by what they were doing. Romeo and those guys do a great job. They did a good job of staying on top of a lot of throws tonight. And, I probably in the first half struggled as much as anyone, getting a rhythm. And I thought we established it then to start the second half, and we scored, I think, in the next 3 series. So, we had a little bit better balance.
Did you come out at halftime, like philosophically, wanted to do something?
Well, we came out at halftime with a handful of things that we felt like we could take advantage of it, and we were going to get the ball to start. So we thought that was going to be important, that first series. All right, last one. Well, after week 1, I am. Yeah, I mean, that was 2 plays. That wasn't really good football. To give up a big play against a guy that we should have safety help over the top coverage on, and then the very next play to give up a touchdown pass. The only upside is that we let them score quick enough to where we had time left to come back and kick a field goal. That's trying to look at the bright side of things, I guess, if you will. But that has to change. All right, thanks.
Welcome back into the New Orleans Saints post-game show presented by Verizon right here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, where your New Orleans Saints just defeated the Houston Texans 30-28. Let's go ahead and go to Will Lutz there at the podium.
Well, Lon.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not all at once. Yeah, that's what this game's all about, in my opinion. Not everything's going to go your way. Some things aren't going to go as smoothly as you hope, and there's going to be ebbs and flows of a football game that, you got to rely on each other to come out of it. And I think that shows the resilience of this team. And we've done that in the past, and tonight we were able to do it again.
When they get you a 58-yarder, how confident would you say you are running onto that field for that kick?
I think that's the preparation throughout the week. Obviously, I'm confident in what I do. I'm confident in my operation. I knew with 37 seconds left that we were going to have an opportunity to get, at least close to field goal range. And, in that situation, there's not a single kick I turned down. And, and like we talk about the ebbs and flows of a game, the first half didn't go my way. And, that's what this game's all about, is bouncing back and be able to have your teammates have your back and make a kick like that. That's got to be a top one moment for me.
Did you know it coming off your foot?
Yeah, I was pretty confident in that kick. Like I said, our operation works so hard. Between Zach and Thomas, they make my job easy. And I told them after my first miss that I wasn't going to miss again, and I truly felt that wherever the ball was, I was going to give it a chance, and we were able to get it done.
How much do you take pride in that? It seems like they have the ultimate confidence in you because of what you've done in your time here.
That's why I'm here. No coach is going to have a kicker he's not confident in. It's crazy. It brings back a memory. And the only reason I thought about today was because Brad Seelig is their coach. He was the Oakland coach my first game ever when I missed a 61-yarder left. And coach stood up here and told me that he still had confidence in me. And it gives me chills thinking about that. And here we are 3 years later. So it's pretty wild.
When you go out to make a kick, do you approach every single game? Can you clear your mind of this is a really important kick of game with a kick? That makes sense.
I got to be honest, that one felt a little different. I try to treat every kick the same. And I felt like I treated that one just like any other kick. I thought I hit it smooth, and I wasn't too nervous. But obviously in a situation like that, we haven't started out for the last few seasons very well, and I knew how big this one would be. So there's a little more weight on my shoulders on that one, but we were able to get it done. Don't step on my feet. I try to stay off the ground so I don't get my feet stepped on.
Running on the field, does no one say anything to you, or did they say you got this?
It's kind of all a blur now. I think we're all pros here, and everyone has a job to do, and everyone in that moment knows that was my job to do. And I don't say let's go to anybody before their plays, and they don't do that to me, and that's just how it works.
When you're in a situation like this where time is expiring, is there any communication between you, Coach Rizzi, and even Coach Payton, the distance that you would prefer them to get you? Like, get me within 60 and I'll make that?
Yeah, I've been here long enough that I think they know that. And in a situation like that, when there was really no choice but to kick the field goal, I don't think there's many that they wouldn't have allowed me to kick, because, we need 3 points. That's it. So whatever that distance is, I think they know that I'm willing to, to give them my best shot.
So are you when Drew kind
I'll
of
see you next Sunday. I'll see you this Sunday.
No, I have my line. I always say at the end of a game situation, my line's 42, and I'll take anything past that. But, when you have Drew as your quarterback, all I cared about was getting ready for the kick, because I knew with 37 seconds left that there was going to be a chance to get a kick there. That's a team effort. I knew going out there that was the situation. I knew that we haven't started the season well lately, and I knew how big that kick was. But that speaks measures of the team, because we knew we had to find a way to win. And I think we had the ball on the 15-yard line to start that drive, and we managed to get a field goal out of it in 37 seconds. And that says a lot about our offense, and it says a lot about our defense to get us in that situation.
What about being able to come back and win this type of game, considering what happened here last time you guys played in a dome in a game type of house?
Yeah, it's a new season, and all we can do is focus on the game that we're playing. And just like I approach every kick as the next kick, it's the same way with games. It's all about the next game, and we'll celebrate this one for 24 hours and move on to the next one.
What's the longest kick you've made in the game?
That one. That was my longest. Yeah, I think we had 257s my rookie year, or one my rookie year, one 2 years ago, but that was the longest.
What would you, on the side, when you saw them score the touchdown, what's your process from that? You know it's probably going to have you go kick it in.
Yeah, all I can do is get ready. Like I said, when you have our offense and our quarterback, I knew that there was going to be a chance. And obviously I was a little shocked that it happened, but I looked at Zach, who was sitting next to me, Zach Wood, and I said, we're going to get another chance here. And, that's the way we look at it. We had to be ready. You don't get, 15 seconds to think, holy cow, how did that happen? You got 37 seconds to get ready for a game-winning field goal. And that's what we did. I have no idea. I was celebrating as soon as I left my foot. I honestly have no idea. I thought I hit it well. When you get out in that distance, you do have to drive it a little more. And I told Morstead going out there, give me a little forward lean, and that allows it to open the sweet spot and get through the uprights a little quicker. And I just felt really confident after I kicked it that I was going in. All righty, thank you.
Welcome back into the New Orleans Saints postgame show presented by Verizon. We'll have Drew Brees shortly for you there at the podium. You just heard from Will Lutz and JD. I hate to say I called it, but I did. If you run back the play in the pregame show, if you run back the tape, I did say that he was automatic. So credit to me for that, for calling it. 58-yard field goal.
Okay. Automatic. All right. Well, we'll give you that. Look, it's a win.
It's a win.
And that's the main thing.
It's a win.
Again, he really relied on Drew Brees and the offense to get him in position. Really, the Saints put him in a bad position. The Saints defense put the offense in a pretty bad position. 37 seconds left to have to drive into field goal range with one timeout. But nobody does this better than Drew Brees. He's done it for 19 years now, and nobody in the NFL does it any better than he does. Got the team in the field goal position. Will Lutz drills it. The Saints, again, a lot of areas to clean up. They won't be happy. You're happy with the win, obviously, but they won't be happy with a lot of the things that led up to the win, a lot of things that have to be cleaned up. And that's not to take anything away from Houston. That's a really good team. Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback, and DeAndre Hopkins, a lot of people say he's the best receiver in the NFL. We saw why people say that tonight in this game, but the Saints were able to squeak out a tough one.
Drew Brees hit 8 different receivers in tonight's game. One of those, obviously, mainly being Michael Thomas, 10 receptions for 123 yards. Obviously, we saw some work from Alvin Kamara. Did you think the connection and the chemistry between Drew Brees and Michael Thomas could get any stronger? It seems like it's just, it's so automatic.
It is what it is, and they don't need preseason work to do it, although we did see them in one series in preseason. But Drew always talks about the time on task that they have during the off season, where they get together and work out, and they work together during practice. He and Michael Thomas have this thing going, and then Brees makes the huge throw to Ted Ginn Jr. To set up that the next to last field goal from Will Lutz. That really kind of gave the Saints a little bit of breathing room, and really was a big guts throw. Him spreading it out to his receivers, that's what Brees does. He's done it his entire career. If you get open, he's going to throw you the football, and he did it again tonight.
We have to talk about the Saints defense, JD, obviously. We saw Marshawn Lattimore on Hopkins tonight. That matchup was very interesting. What did you see out of Marshawn Lattimore tonight?
Well, it's a tough matchup. DeAndre Hopkins, if you're going to play him man-to-man, he's a tough matchup for any cornerback in the NFL. I don't care if it's Marshawn Lattimore or anyone else. He is a tough matchup. So he did a lot of the things that people are used to seeing him do. The Saints really, if you want to boil it down, they're going to want to be better against the run, because that set them up pass-wise. Now, those last two passes on that last Houston drive, that was just, that's inexcusable. Yeah. You can't have those kinds of plays happen. But up to that, it was the run game that really set the Saints up defensively to be soft defensively, because Houston was running so effectively that they were kind of on their heels. They started out strong early. They got a bunch of sacks, but they were on their heels because Houston ran the ball effectively. You've got to be able to take away something from the opponent, and the Saints didn't take away anything, I don't think, defensively with any regularity in this game, and that really puts you on your heels defensively.
Especially in that second quarter, it just seemed like the Saints could not get in a rhythm offensively, defensively. Houston was 4 and 5 in second down conversions in the second quarter. They had the ball 8 minutes, and obviously the Saints just couldn't get in a rhythm. What the Saints, looking at the film tomorrow, obviously you've said that they are going to look at the film and they're going to be disappointed in a lot of things. Obviously you're happy with the win, but what specifically about the Saints tonight, offensive or defensively, are you going to break down?
Well, defensively, they're not going to be happy with the situational defense. They gave up some 3rd and 10s and 3rd and 11s. Those long situations, you got to get off the field defensively, and that means you're not applying enough pressure, and that means your coverage isn't good enough. But they hit Deshaun Watson, hit him a ton of times and sacked him at least 6 times. But they didn't get off the field efficiently on 3rd down in those situations. And if your defense stays on the field that long, eventually they're going to get got. They're going to be scored on because they're on the field. And then sooner or later, you're on there. If you're on there, I think Houston might have had a 15-play drive for a touchdown in that second quarter. If you're on the field that long, that's exhausting defensively. So they got to get off the field. They got to be better situationally. They can't commit penalties to help them stay on the field defensively. And those are things that they feel like they can clean up. Some of those DeAndre Hopkins catches, look, he's going to make those.
Right.
I mean, sometimes a good offensive player, a great offensive player, is just going to be better than a good defensive play. So some of those you excuse, but the mental errors, which are the penalties, those are the ones you got to get away from.
And before you get to the offense, what about the Saints' front line and that defense? Obviously, we had a lot of changes. You lost Alex Okafor, Tyler Davidson. Obviously, Sheldon Rankins has gone down with injury. David Onyemata wasn't here tonight because he's serving that suspension. He will be back this game. But you had Mitchell Lavin making plays. You had Trey Hendrickson. And obviously Cam Jordan, the leader of the defense. But did you like what you saw out of that Saints front line?
Well, I like what I saw from the pass rush. You like what you see in the pass rush, but those guys are also responsible in the run game. They got to make some tackles also, and sometimes they were in the backfield and they didn't get the running back down on the ground, and that's part of their responsibility also. Cam Jordan was Cam Jordan. He does that, and he's just a menace defensively. And Trey Hendrickson, we saw where the high regard is for him, where it's coming from, how he played throughout training camp, where he was relentless as a pass rusher. It was good to see it translate to a game, and now the Saints probably feel like they have a guy that they can depend on out there. So it was good to see him perform. It was good to see those guys with the sack total, but you also want to be sturdy in the run game, and I thought they probably lost a little gap integrity that allowed the Texans to make some cutback runs, some big runs, and those are some things that the Saints have to feel like they'll be able to fix.
Offensively, it did look good for the Saints, but as you said, they do need to work in the red zone. They were 0-2 in that second quarter in the red zone. What if you're breaking it down in film tomorrow? Are you just looking at red zone? What else needs to be clicking for the Saints offense?
Well, you want to be able to run it a little bit better earlier, but the Saints didn't give up on the run. That's the good thing, and that allowed them to be able to gash him for some big runs. Latavius Murray, the 30-yard touchdown run. Alvin Kamara with a couple of big runs in that second half. So staying with it will allow you to just keep on chipping at the rock until you're finally able to get something going there. But you want to be able to, be a little bit more efficient offensively. Those red zone areas in that first half, where Breeze throws an interception in the red zone, that usually doesn't happen with him, and it's really tough to overcome those kinds of situations. And then they settle for a field goal after they get into the red zone again. A lot of times you're not able to get away with those situations in the course of a game, but they were able to overcome it. And a lot of that had to do with Drew Brees' efficiency, because even though he threw that interception, he was surgical for the remainder of the game, and for most of it, he was the Drew Brees that we expect to see.
I was about to say, when is Drew Brees not surgical? Jared Cook, 2 receptions for 37 yards, and Latavius Murray, 6 attempts for 43 yards in the rushing game. These are 2 players that we were looking forward to going into this game. Obviously, we didn't see as much production probably out of Jared Cook as we would like, but do you think that's going to come as the year goes on?
We saw a big catch from him, and also we saw him missed on the target by Drew down the middle. So that production is going to come. That's going to be there. And Latavius Murray, was good to see him be able to function in the pass game as well as the running game. We saw him again with that touchdown run where he ran away from the defense, made a little move in the hole, and that was good to see from him, because he needs to have that kind of production along with Alvin Kamara. You got to have that 1-2 punch, because you don't want Kamara's workload to be too heavy. Kamara caught 7 passes tonight. He also had maybe 10-12 runs, 13 carries as a matter of fact. So that's 20 touches for him. And that's probably about the amount the Saints want him to have. maybe 20 to 24 or so, because that allows him to stay fresh and stay effective. And so I think they kept him right around the numbers where they wanted to keep him.
We will be hearing hopefully from Drew Brees at the podium shortly, but JD, heading into next week, the Saints will take on the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, the Rams.
The Rams first.
Yeah, sorry, the Rams first. Obviously, the Saints struggled with keeping Deshaun Watson in the pocket tonight. You're going up against Jared Goff, Sean McVay, obviously a very high performance offense. What do the Saints need to work on and focus on this week? I mean, I asked you after this game, but throughout the week as you're prepping to face the Rams, what are you focusing on?
Well, Jared Goff as a quarterback is shifty, but he isn't as elusive as Deshaun Watson, if that makes any sense. He's not going to, I don't think, beat you on a 21-yard touchdown run on a bootleg.
JD, I hate to interrupt you, but we're going to go to Drew Brees at the podium.
Very, very confident. Obviously, that was a long field goal, but I think it was a good thing that we had attempted one from pretty much that same spot, earlier in the game. So he had a look at it, and just a ton of confidence. I think for all of us, just to get back into that situation where we had a chance to win the game, I think we all felt like it was going to happen. And the minute you heard that ball go off his foot, it was a thundering kick. I think we all knew it was going through the uprights.
Was the Texas defense further off than you expected? So you changed something there on that last pass?
That's second behind.
They really, that whole drive, I think that, first of all, the challenge of that drive was 37 seconds, one timeout, and you want to try to save that timeout if at all possible. So, you need chunks, obviously, to put yourself in field goal range, and I felt like we did a really good job. We practiced that, and I think we felt like we knew exactly what we needed to do in order to give ourselves a chance to win. And big completion to Ted Ginn, clock it. Big completion to Mike, clock it. And then get up there and assess what they're doing. And I have the ability to get us into whatever play we need to get into that is going to put us in a position to win that game. And Ted did a great job all day long. Ted, he had 7 targets, 7 catches, over 100 yards. A couple really big plays, especially in the fourth quarter.
First, second and 10, you feel like you can't burn the timeout. You got to get one more play off and just clock it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a big difference as to your flexibility as an offense when you have a timeout, and then how a defense is going to defend you. If they know you have to get out of bounds, it becomes much easier for them to defend. So it's protect that timeout at all costs, and even though you're spiking it with 6 seconds left, we're okay. We can get the yardage we need to put ourselves in a position to kick the game winner. Thought he did a phenomenal job all game long. Really, that entire front did. I think early on, when you, after the first half, I think you looked at the numbers and felt like, man, we got to get back to running the ball a little bit more. Felt like we had put together some long drives, but we got in some big plays, and I think it was a lot of stuff in the passing game and not necessarily in the run. But I think we finished off with about 180 yards rushing. 7 yards of carry. Really both sides rushed. They rushed it really well too. But listen, it was just 2 really good teams going at it. 2 playoff caliber teams from a year ago, with really good offenses and really good defenses and a lot of explosive players all over the field, and just a battle all game long.
Deshaun Watson, even better than advertised from what you've seen on film, just watching.
Oh, he's a very good player. He's so versatile. He can throw the ball from the pocket. You see what happens when he's able to get out of the pocket. Obviously, he's a good athlete, so he can get yardage with his legs, but just his ability to create. You saw him create on some 3rd and longs, and they were able to get out of some tough situations because of his versatility.
Throw a drive like that last drive, are you looking for matchups, or are you just looking for the open man?
Well, I'm always looking for matchups, but because they are playing a bit more, conservative. I mean, listen, every defense plays it a little different, and you're going to see, typically you see something in that situation that you haven't seen all game long, and so you've got to be able to react on the fly. And everybody has to know that, listen, this may be your matchup, it might be your opportunity, just like it was on the first throw with Ted, the second throw with Mike, and then back to Ted. Those guys had the matchup, so those guys got the ball.
What kind of impact does Alvin Kamara have when he's being so versatile on the field?
Yeah, he's a stud, man. His that one run he made when we got backed up, I think after the holding call, was pretty impressive. In the fourth quarter. He made some great plays, really all game long, both in the run game and the passing game. So yeah, having a guy like him is good for me.
Drew, you talked about matchups. What did you see on the Taysom Hill touchdown pass?
Well, I saw Mike Thomas get a ton of attention, and they just let Taysom run free. I felt like they did a good job, all game long with the stuff that they were doing, and yet there were times where they give some attention to Mike, and that'll open up opportunities elsewhere for other people. And on that play, it just happened to be Taysom.
Are you happy to just get this first season opening May 6th?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, right? But yes, it's great to start the season off with a win, start in the positive. Obviously, we know the stretch of games we have coming up here. Here we are in a short week going and playing the Rams, right, in LA, and then up to Seattle and then back here to Dallas on Sunday Night Football. So kind of the gauntlet here for the first quarter of the season. So we know what we're up against. We know we got to make improvements very, very quickly because we need to be playing our best football.
Drew, how many times do you think you worked on that similar scenario in practice? 37 seconds left.
I can't remember the last time we worked on that. You work on a ton of 2-minute situations, but most of the time it's, hey, you've got a minute 50 and one timeout and you need a touchdown, or maybe you have 50 seconds, 2 timeouts, and you need a field goal. Most of the time you don't have just 30 seconds, 37 seconds and 1 timeout and you need a field goal. But I think we do put ourselves in those situations a lot in practice, where you have to be very precise. You have to know how to manage the clock to put yourself in a position to win.
Did you always know where you
He's got a big leg, which is great. Obviously, kicking the dome here too. He's, his first game as a Saint was the opening game of 2016, where he attempted a 61-yarder. I think he had the leg for it against the Raiders. So I knew if we could just get him a little closer, it'd be even better.
Sorry if you got asked this, but the runoff calls into the first half, did anyone make sense of what was going on as that was happening?
No, I still don't know what the deal was. Someone came up to me in the locker room and said that the league acknowledged that there was a mistake that was made, that 10 seconds should not have run off, that we should have had 31 seconds left. Instead, we only had 16. So, listen, that can't happen. That's a game changer, right? We end up having to kick a 58-yard field goal, whatever it was, attempt a 58-yarder. If we had 15 more seconds, are you kidding me? We're going to get closer. So that's a game changer. That can't happen.
Drew, talk about your eliminating the team that fumble recovery that they had.
Yeah. Well, I think they blew the ball dead, but he contributed. He did a great job. I'm really excited as we go along here too, because listen, we know what Mike can do, we know what Jared can do, we know what what Alvin can do, we know what Ted can do, and now these young players, and now Jared Cook having these opportunities, getting matchups, they're going to be big contributors in this offense as we move forward. Yeah. Business as usual, I felt like he hung in there. He did a really good job. He's got a great group around him. They work so well together. But yeah, give him a lot of credit. First game out to have a game and a win like this on Monday Night Football at home has got to mean something. All right, guys, thanks.
Welcome back into the New Orleans Saints post-game show presented by Verizon. Again, you just heard from Drew Brees. The New Orleans Saints defeated the Houston Texans tonight 30-28 due to a wild last minute of football. Let's go ahead and watch some highlights from tonight's game.
Yep. So this is on this is on 3rd and 13. They was getting to Watson. Brees was dropping back in this pass for play, and he gets it to Thomas. So that was a perfect pass play. Now, once again, Brees hitting Kamara, that was a big game right there. So I think that was a great reception. So he could be a good wide receiver. Now, the running play, this is Murray, 30-yard touchdown. Breeze on 3rd and 4 throws a dart to Taysom Hill. So that was a good catch, without a shadow of a doubt. Deshaun Watson throws a pass and he hits. That would be an interception. So that was an interception. That was a great interception play. Now Breeze looks like a pass play, and he throws it to Traquan Smith. So that was some good highlights. So I'll be honest with you. So once again, the Saints win 30-28 on a last-second 58-yard field goal. What Sean Drew Brees said in his comments, that was a 10-second runoff. That should have never happened. They should have put more minutes on the clock, so that they should be able to get time to get closer to another. So he can get closer to get another field goal. So, but the 58-yard field goal did work out in an interception. So once again, the Saints win 30-28. We'll go over the plays. We'll go over the play-by-play. I'm going to do that. Let me start. Switch over. Okay, let's begin. In the first quarter, the Texans did have to punt. That was on 5 plays and 2 yards in the first quarter. I was not on. I was on in the second quarter. Okay, the Saints had the punt, so that was on 5 plays and 41 yards. The Texans had the punt. That was on 4 plays and 13 yards. Now, on the interception, that was on 2nd and 5 at the 11. Drew Brees gets it picked off. So that was to Murray. So that was on the on 8 plays and 38 yards. Let's give you the Texans' first score. Texans' first score was on 7 plays and 94 yards, 3 minutes and 42 seconds off the time possession. The touchdown was on that play, 7-0 Texans. Field goal by the Saints on 11 plays and 65 yards, made it 7-3. Also, touchdown by the Texans, that was on 16 plays, 75 yards. So that should have never took long. On 16 plays and 75 yards, you have to get off that field. That's the biggest concern. Because if you go 16 plays or greater, you're going to be tired, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, missed field goal, that was on 7 plays and 37 yards. That was on Will Lutz. Missed that field goal. Was a 56-yarder, so 56-yarder. So they had it at 55, but it was 56-yarder. Saints scored. It was 14-10. It was on Latavius Murray. That was the 30-yard touchdown. That was on 2nd and 10. So that was some good downs and distance. Now, the Texans did score on 9 plays and 75 yards. Took 4 minutes and 31 seconds. So it went down to 9 plays. So it was kind of short. 9 plays. Saints went 11 plays and 75 yards. It was a touchdown from let's see. The touchdown was from let's see. Breeze. Breeze had a touchdown, so that was on, once again, 11 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 41 seconds off the TOPs. So that was, it made it 21-17. Then the Saints scored once again. That was on 4 plays and 49 yards. It was, let's see. So that was a touchdown. So that was on 2nd and 12. So touchdown on 2nd and 12. Traquan Smith. That was at the 14:55 mark. The Texans had a punt that was on 6 plays and 13 yards. Also, Saints had a punt on 4 plays, and Texans had a punt on 7 plays, 41 yards. Field goal made it 27-21. That was on 8 plays and 64 yards. That was, let's see, a 47-yard field goal by Will Lutz on 4th and 6. But the last touchdown for the Texans came in, let's see, it was on the 37-second mark, so 37 seconds. 37-yard pass play from Stills, from Watson to Stills. Extra point was good. So on the last drive, like Bree said in this press conference, there was a 10-second runoff that should have put more time on the clock to give the Saints time to kick a field goal. But what I was saying in the in tonight's broadcast, let's run a couple of plays and stop the clock. That's what we had to do. So if just in case people want to the game winner was a 58-yard field goal. Once again, the Saints win 30-28. Next week they will take on the Los Angeles Rams. That will be a 3:25 game. We will have the play-by-play once again this coming Sunday. So we'll be on the air again. So once again, the Saints win 30-28. So we're going to go off the air now. So everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, Saints won 30-28, and we will have tomorrow. We'll have the Tulane breakdown. Tulane versus Missouri State. That will be this coming Saturday in Yeoman Stadium. We will have the play-by-play broadcast. It will be video. We'll have it. You'll be able to see the game. So we'll have it. So everyone, once again, have a good rest of your Monday evening, and we will be back tomorrow for the Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer show, and also the podcast later on in the evening. So everybody have a good rest of your evening, and we'll be back tomorrow. Like, share, and subscribe. Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer show. That's on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Instagram, Tumblr, and Reddit. So you can follow me on there. So everybody have a good rest of your Monday evening, and we'll be back tomorrow. So everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow.